Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Bold Desis. So we are starting a new podcast. We're going to chat about thriving abroad, careers, parenting, relationship advice, and everything in between. So I've been living here for all more than 10 years in US.
I've been living here for almost 6 years now.
So together we have seen a lot, like our ups and downs. Hopefully, we can share all the experience that we have had so that it could help you. And so that is what we want to do for this podcast. So starting with you, Aiti. So you moved here 6 years back, and was that always your plan of moving over here, or how did you come about living in the United States?
Moving to US or anywhere abroad was never part of the plan, honestly. And I have a very funny story. There was a friend of mine who came. So before coming to US, I've also lived in Europe for some time. And when I came back from Europe, I was like, I would not be stepping outside of India ever. And there was this friend of mine, and he got an opportunity to go to somewhere in Europe. And he was going to Germany, and he came to me and asked me that, what do you think about settling? Because we were at that age of, we were in that age of getting married. And he came to me and he asked, what do you think about this opportunity? This is an option that I have right now. And I was so against the idea of moving outside India that I told him all the cons. And few days later, so it happened that things worked out between us. And when I gave him this news that I was moving to US, oh my God, he gave me an earful, okay? But having said that, when I got married to you, the idea was not the US. I just liked you in person. So US was not the reason anywhere when I was getting married to you.
Wow, what a cool story. Claps.
Yeah, I'm sure if the friend is listening to this, he's gonna kill me again. Yeah.
Wow. Did you think you have to make like dal makhni here?
I didn't think it through. I feel I was doing a YOLO kind of. The whole moving to US, honestly, and getting married to you was a YOLO. The only way I can justify it is it was a YOLO decision.
Is YOLO the new term for mistake?
I mean, no, I don't think it was a... I don't think it was a mistake per se, but people often ask me this, like, how did you decide to... Because it was an arranged marriage, and people often ask me this, that how did you decide to just, move here, especially the fact that I did not want it. There was no plan to move to US there was no goal as such to move to US. So yes, I do. I get asked that question quite a lot of times, but I guess the only way I can justify is I just YOLO'd, yeah.
Will you recommend other people to YOLO as well?
In life, I mean, yeah, I believe in going with the gut feeling. I just believe in going with your gut feeling. So yeah, why not? I mean, it turned out pretty. Until now, it has turned out pretty well. So why not?
Do we call that a bold move?
Of course, it was a bold move. Okay, let me ask you this. What about you? Was moving to US always part of the plan?
No, it was not part of the plan. So, applied to a bunch of master schools. Some of the schools happened to be in US, but I was never like, I have to be in US. So I just want to like have a great experience studying, and I just turned out like one of the schools that I got admission into was in US, and I took that opportunity up, and it's been great so far.
Nice. So when you moved to US the very first time, what was the biggest cultural shock to you?
People are very friendly. Like they will pass by you in the hallway and they will say, "Hey, how are you?" and they'll just keep walking. And
they'll not wait for the answer.
No, in the beginning they used to ask me like, "Oh, I have to like think and say exactly how I'm doing." So I used to like stop and turn around and
they'll be gone by then.
Yeah, and be like, "Hey, yeah, I'm doing great. going for this specific XYZ class, and by the time I'll turn on, they're like, yeah, they just walked away. And I experiment with it with a lot. I like, okay, what is the right time for me to ask them like how they are doing? So now what I do is like, they're like, hey, how are you doing? I'm like, yeah,
Great.
fine, great, how are you doing? And
No, I don't think they stop for how are you doing part. They just
no,
give
no,
great.
so they'll walk by and they'll be like a few meters away, and then they'll say like, yeah, doing great, and then we'll keep each walking. So that was one of the very weird thing, because you don't see that in India usually. Like when people, at least for me, when people ask that question, they are literally interested in your life.
No, so true. For me, I think it was US has this vast expanse of unoccupied open land, which was very shocking to me. I did not expect this. Let me tell this.
So your kabzane wale thing is like,
Yeah, right.
coming
I
from
have
inside.
this. Yeah. The first thing when I look at the open land is like, अरे मैं इसको कैसे कब्जा लूं? But anyway, moving on. The other shock that, not shock, but the other thing that took me some time to get used to was the vehicle speed. Okay, like
the cars drive really fast. over here.
yeah, and I feel I think I have gone up to 120, 190 kilometer per hour. What about you? How fast what is the top speed?
I'm not going to like commit to any crimes on podcast. I have always been driving at speed limit, not above
But there
65 on highways and 25 in near houses. No.
Only
No,
if you believe that.
I drive very slowly. And
Yeah,
safely.
right. Please,
Safe-
there will be few people who
slowly.
will be listening to you
Safely and
that know you already. Please do not
is
lie on.
the top priority of me and for everyone else sitting in my
What do
car.
you miss the most about India?
A lot of things.
Right.
I think the top is the food.
Yeah, of course.
I really like eating outside, and I've just found like the food that you get outside back in India is like much better.
And by the way, Aitya has this crazy rule. Okay, do you want to talk about your rule, Aitya, when you go to
the
India?
rule. I think everyone should have this
The
rule
rule.
when they're going back to India is eat at least X number of meals outside per day. For me, I started with 1. Then I am at 2 right now, and it's a very good reason for people who you are hanging out with in India, that they also like, yeah, we got an excuse to eat outside,
Yeah.
and they will happily go outside and eat with you.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, it's just a weird quirk of being in India. Is like everyone cares about everybody else, even though they don't know each other. It's like, oh,
like
it's
how
like if you are not having a kid, then the whole society is worried about you.
I like how you said it, like care, how you
Yeah.
politically corrected the word, but
I'm
yeah,
glass half full.
I think I agree with you on that. In US, people believe in having their boundaries and respecting boundaries of other people as well, and that
family is back in India, so I miss being around them. We miss out on like all the functions. That happen back
I
home.
feel for sure.
And only able to go for like big functions, like which are like well planned ahead. But what about you?
No, I mean, I think the most painful time was when I missed my nephew's birthday and my brother's engagement. So those were the 2 big events that I had to miss because I was in US, and I was definitely.
What else do you miss about India?
What else do I miss about? What else do I miss about India? Oh, of course, I miss my house help. I mean, I feel, and I think I'm speaking on behalf of most of the Indians here who have been born and brought up with house help. It is crazy to like clean your, when the weekend plan is to clean your bathroom. Yeah, you definitely miss India then.
Yeah, I was going to remind you that
It is due now.
it's due now.
That is your job, by the way. Maybe you should set a reminder for yourself.
I believe in equality. So we share everything.
Sure.
That should be another podcast episode. We'll come back to this.
Equality is
yeah,
a very controversial
yeah.
topic nowadays.
Festivals are much better back home. I think it has got a little better over here. Like we have like the longer we have lived over here, we have more friends who like to celebrate.
I think I have festival wise, I have celebrated much more festivals, Indian festivals in US than I had celebrated back in India itself. Like now I have celebrated the whole Navratri. We're doing Dadia. We have celebrated Pongal. We celebrate Onam. Like not just, I was initially restricted only to North Indian festival, but now I have we celebrate all Indian festivals, and not just Indian. We also celebrate Chinese festivals.
I did my undergrad in South, and I didn't celebrate these festivals back then because I used to like
celebrate Diwali.
I used to like because for North festival I used to like we used to like go home, right, and celebrate festivals there. But over here, like you have friends from like all parts of India, so you just get together and celebrate everything. And, also get to see like Tamil movies.
Oh yeah,
and
that
Telugu
is
movies
true.
in Hindi, and friends will share Tamil songs, Telugu songs, and which is pretty nice.
I think one of the other things that I miss about India is India, right? You have, because your family's in India, your some uncle or aunt who is at like a high post, or some, you have a sense of support system in India, okay? And I think that is not here in US, at least not for the immigrants, right? Like I remember
Hindi में बोलते हैं back है.
मेरी back
की
है.
back
Yes, बंदी की back है. I think I miss that part of India for sure. Like I remember there was this incident, okay, my friend's brother, like younger brother, he could be maximum in 10th, okay, तो वो स्कूटी ड्राइव कर रहा था एंड उसे किसी पुलिस वाले ने, आई थिंक ही वाज नॉट वेयरिंग अ हेलमेट, और उसको पुलिस वाले ने रोका एंड उसका पहला आंसर वाज, तुझे पता है मेरा बाप कौन है? आई मीन you cannot imagine this in US, and that is something I definitely miss about.
So you like small kids saying मेरा बाप कौन है?
No, but this is just an example.
You're sending a wrong message.
No, this is just an example. I'm not sending a right or a wrong message. I'm just saying this is an example. Like you kind of have that support system here in India. You have that support system in India.
Maybe our kid will say like जानता मेरी माँ कौन है?
They'll be like, no, I don't. And he'll be right.
What about differences in like working or studying? So you came over here after working for 6 years, and then you took a break, and then then you studied, and then you worked again. What is the difference between like working in both the places?
India has this like you can be friends at office, and by friends I mean you hang out with those people in non-working hours as well.
Work is work for you, like making friends, or
making new friends, right?
Do you work as well at work?
I mean your friends at office were literally your friends. You would be sharing personal stuff with them more often than not.
I didn't work, so I have no idea. So,
and the other thing I would say in India, I mean, I loved working. When I was working in India, I had a great time, and the playrooms are like full. Okay,
playroom. You have playrooms?
So the concept,
what?
So most of the companies, they do have a playroom, like a play zone, which has like table tennis, foosball table, pool table, what else? These carom board, chess, all these things would be kept in single room, and the room would be full, okay? most
So
of the time.
it's basically nobody is working.
After no,
So basically,
no.
they're
That
like,
is not
oh,
the
we
case.
are
Okay.
here in the morning, 8 o'clock. Let's
No,
play some games, make
after
friends.
5. After 5.
After 5. Oh,
After 5 o'clock, the room would be full. Sometimes before 5 o'clock as well.
wow.
But yes,
every
5
workplace.
o'clock, many people would actually come, and there'll be a playroom. People will be like doing math. It was fun, honestly. I feel that is also something that I really miss about India here in.
If you ever open a company, you'll be the best
I'll
employer.
definitely have a playroom.
You will be the best employer
I will definitely have a
in
playroom
the
in
United
my
States.
company.
So
Yeah, definitely. I think it kind
So-
of brings people together, and yeah, why not? Like,
sometimes I wish there was a place to like relax a bit.
Yeah, right. I think US office is very professional हो गया है. इंडिया में तुम्हारे दोस्त लाइक ऑफिस
सब अपने पैर टेल पे रख के काम कर रहे होते हैं इंडिया में. You mean नहीं? फिर
मतलब इंडिया में your teammates can be your friends as well. I don't think, in my experience, that has not happened to me in US. Like, people are very professional.
लोग काम ही करते रह जाते हैं यहाँ पे.
And you don't believe this, okay? So मेरा एक मैनेजर था. So जैसे ही मैं पहले तो हम 8 बजे घर जाते थे, एंड जैसे ही मैं 8 बजे अपना बैग उठा के जाने लगती थी, चाहे मैंने उससे पिछले 1 घंटे में मैं कुछ नहीं कर रही होंगी, लाइक मे बी आई वाज जस्ट रोमिंग
तो
अराउंड.
करना चाहिए था ना फिर. करना चाहिए था ना, तभी तो.
अरे मतलब माय पॉइंट इज कि काम हो या ना हो, द मोमेंट 8 बजे जैसे ही मैं बैग उठाऊंगी ना, मैं मैनेजर लाइक, हे आईटी कैन यू प्लीज डू दिस. मतलब उसको सुबह से लेकर शाम तक, वन ही हैड द ऑडेसिटी टू टेल मी एट 8 o'clock कि भाई ये काम कर दो. दूसरी बात, सुबह से लेके शाम तक भी तो टाइम है. यू कैन लाइक कम एंड आस्क मी फॉर अ वर्क देन. वाई द मोमेंट आई पिक अप माई बैग, एंड लाइक एक बार हो 2 बार हो, आई अंडरस्टैंड. दिस वॉज like, I don't think managers here have, ये mindset नहीं है यहाँ पे, at least managers का in general.
It is really pissed with
At
the
the
manager.
manager, yeah, talking about it like almost 9 years later, I'm definitely pissed. No, I liked working in India.
Not यहाँ पे.
I mean, yes, sure, why not? लाइक पैसे ज़्यादा मिलते हैं तो वाई नॉट, राइट? बट इंडिया, आई फील ये तुम्हारे दोस्त होते थे. प्लस आई फील आई लव टू प्ले, लाइक मुझे ऐसा गेम्स खेलना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. तो ऑफिस में देयर वर लॉट ऑफ गेम्स यू कुड जस्ट गो एंड प्ले.
That is why your manager at 8 o'clock used to be like, अब थोड़ा काम तो कर लो, अब तो थोड़ा काम कर लो, दोस्त बना लिए, गेम खेल लिया.
Maybe he was right.
अब थोड़ा काम कर लो. तुम्हें मतलब कि तुम तो पूछने नहीं आए. तो मैं ही बता देता हूँ कि क्या काम करना 8 बजे. हो सकता है. I know. Now I can like maybe manager was not wrong. Who knows?
Oh no.
Who knows?
I didn't see that coming. Maybe that went wrong.
Who knows? I find it really helpful यहाँ पे. लोग they really like to help each other out. I think there's a really good policy, like जब कोई नया बंदा join करता है company, how to like ramp up to speed. Basically everyone is like trying hard to see you successful. No one wants to see you fail. So that is something which I really like about this place, is like everyone wants to see you be successful, not like.
And another weird thing, okay, US में एक feedback का system है कि हर week you will have a one-on-one with your manager, जहाँ पे तुम अपना feedback दोगे, उसका feedback लोगे, जो भी. I think that is not there in India काफ़ी extent तक, and I think that makes a lot of difference. तुम्हें पता ही नहीं है तुम्हारा manager क्या सोच रहा है, तुम क्या सोच रहे हो, and दो अलग-अलग tangent पे चले हुए हैं. So I think that is also something I really like about, but that's something I like about US. Like you should have, that helps, having that feedback session with your manager.
If we go back, as I said, like you took a break and then you studied. What about studying differences? You worked for so long and then you went back to studying. From outside looked like a trauma.
Yeah, wife doing assignments and doing masters is definitely a trauma for husband for sure. I think for my masters, I remember there was this one professor. I'll have his class every Saturday, okay, and every Saturday I'll cry. One or the other thing would happen, and like my mother-in-law was visiting, and she was like, why is the girl so why is my bahu in such a big trauma? Okay, because he was pretty strict, and that is also one of the cultural difference I would say there exists.
It-
Okay,
it was a lot of hard work. So claps for you for completing masters. It was a lot of work. Job well done.
professors are very strict here in US.
I think that's part of their culture.
Yes, I feel इंडिया में हमारी एक सोच होती है ना कि अरे यार कोई बात नहीं, अरे अपन जुगाड़ निकाल लेंगे कुछ यहाँ से ऐसा, हम लोग कुछ विल फाइंड अ वे अराउंड. आई डोंट थिंक दैट वर्क्स हियर इन यूएस. यू आर लाइक तुम्हें करना ही है, एंड आई थिंक दैट इज अ कल्चरल शॉक दैट आई वुड से, लाइक यू इट टेक्स टाइम टू गेट यूज्ड टू दैट. What about you? How was your master's experience?
It was very good. I have. It was a really good experience. Best time of my life. Made really good friends. Was still friends after 10 years. It's not like we're all staying together in the same place. So wherever they are, we still talk. So it's very nice. Long lasting friendship. I think I remember that the most, and I had to like work my ass off. No sleep, living on like one meal a day. Yeah, it was worth it. I'll do it again.
Nice. And I know you did not come here to do electrical engineering. What's the story?
Oh, I actually thought I will do core electrical engineering, and then on like I think first week or second week of grad school, I met a friend. This friend of mine, he came and was like, "What the hell are you doing? You came to like this amazing grad school who is famous for like computer science, and you're doing electrical engineering." And he forced me to take computer science courses. I did those, loved it, and I stayed in that field. Hard work, but everyone was just like hustling, getting their ass kicked during that time. So we were not alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I learned a lot in my masters. It made me independent. After my masters, I came confident that okay, I can do something. I can be a good engineer. That is what my masters taught me.
That is awesome. But you know what? Everyone is curious about your break. So let's talk about because I wish like after working for like 7-8 years, I wish I could take
a break
of like some time in between.
So when I was on break. So I took a break after I got married, and before my master's started, there was like a gap of around 6-7 months, and that is the break he's talking about. And the reason he likes my break so much is because, so I don't know if I've told you this before or not, but you would usually start at 4:30, 4:45 from your office, right? So I would look.
She was making full use of.
Yes, so I would
find my husband. Find my husband.
Thanks, Apple.
Find my husband on iPhones and like, oh, husband has left.
Yeah, and like now when I look back, I think I was so naive. I was so innocent is the word, okay? So I will check when he leave from office, and that is when I'll put tea, like I'll start making tea. So at least by the time he reaches home, I have like hot tea to serve. It will take him like 20 minutes to reach home, and like I'll plan making tea accordingly once he leaves his office.
I also used to get water served in tray. So it was her break and as well as mine.
I mean, why not?
Best time. Everyone should take a break. I will make tea and serve you water once I get some time to take
a break. Nice.
Yeah. What are we talking about next in like subsequent episodes of this podcast. I think we'll be talking about career, and we'll be talking about raising kids, how to raise kids. I think we are still haven't finished raising kids, so we're still newbies. How do you cope with your toddler saying that yo for
Yeah.
for everything?
But you know what?
Yeah.
I hate to use the word, and I'll not use the word. Okay, the ABCD word is so stupid, and I do not like it at all, especially after having kid. But my son, so because I dance on Bollywood songs, he also dances on Bollywood songs. Nowadays, his favorite song is "Teri baaton mein aisa uljha jiya."
You have a good voice. Why are we making podcast?
Yeah, I should.
You should just sing. You should just sing and post
Yeah.
it. Post it.
Sure, there are.
Like
Yeah.
you need something like yo. He'll point to that thing and say yo. I don't know where he heard Yo Honey Singh song, but I don't think we say.
I
ever
don't
said
think
like
it
yo.
is coming from Yo Honey Singh, and I hope it is not coming from Yo Honey Singh song.
Yeah, stay tuned for next episodes. We had fun making the first episode for
We
our
had
podcast.
a lot of fun
Yeah.
making the first episode.
Uh,